Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I want to tell you a story. I don't like to refute, negate, stand against. I like to stand for, I like to represent, I like to speak my heart, my truth, and do it in love. Sometimes I have to take a moment to just kind of make sure that I'm processing through love. I want to say something about Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, baby situation, the interview, the colorism. Probably not going to be what you think. In the 80s, early 80s, yeah, I began looking at um, the research that I would be doing for my dissertation, and I decided to do something about colorism, the impact of prejudicial or preferential treatment of same-race people on the basis of skin color. It's called colorism because I borrowed the phrase from Alice Walker's In Search of Our Mother's Gardens. So I named the thing, I wrote the theory for the thing, I did the first research study of the thing, I did analysis, a content analysis of images of beauty in popular magazines. I studied teenagers from the US and then in the US Virgin Islands to get a beat on the differences of opinion from an all black environment or predominantly black environment to a predominantly white environment. And the outcome was really interesting and amazing. I found that the very light and the very dark received about the same amount of discrimination, but terrible discrimination, two different reasons. And by the time I was done, I hated all people. Anyway, that research has led to books and movies and lawsuits and documentaries and movies and la la la, lo que sea. So when I saw everyone's reaction to someone in the royal family saying, "What color will the baby be?" and I saw Oprah Winfrey's reaction of like, "What?" and people who were like, "I can't believe this is happening." Really, people? Really? In our own families, we have conversations about how dark the baby will be. In our own families, people are walking around and saying things like, "Ooh, notice she had those ears covered," because we know the color of that ear is going to be the color of that baby, or at least that's what we think we know. My granddaughter is of African American, Caribbean, African, and Puerto Rican heritage. Her mother was adopted and raised in a white family. However, she's of Puerto Rican descent. And so my granddaughter has had her own dealings with colorism at the age of 5, where other family members are saying to her to stay out of the sun. She's 5. She loves the sun, and so do we. So I'm shocked by the shock. The selection of someone else's standards of beauty for your own life has always been detrimental to people of color. But for all people, to look at someone else and say, "I wish I was," keeps you from becoming all that you are meant to be. But I want us to stop with the shock and disdain towards other people's reaction to the stuff that we have been doing for way too long. We have to love ourselves. We have to love ourselves first. And so much that other people want to look like you instead of you trying to look like them. Because come on. I'm so sorry that Harry and Meghan, and I don't know them personally, I shouldn't be just calling them by their first names. I'm sorry that they are dealing with this. I'm sorry that this little baby is having to walk through this. But I'm really sorry that all of us act as if we don't know and don't participate in this ourselves. And I'm really shocked that in towns where there are no black people, there are always tanning booths, that people act as if they don't like dark skin while striving to get dark skin. I felt like I should say something since I did write that thing. I love you.